Hi boys and girls, this is Mrs. Jenkins and I am at school right now. I came to the classroom, actually it's Saturday, came to the classroom on Saturday because I want to do a couple of lessons from school today. So we are learning a new letter this week and I'm going to show it to you. Hey, I bet you, a lot of you can tell me what that is, right? It's the letter T. Let me take it out of the pocket and you can see it. This is a capital T and this is a lowercase t. Now we say lowercase or little t, but look, they're both tall. Capital T starts at the top and so does lowercase t. Okay, what makes them different? They both have a straight line. They both have a line across, but on a capital T, the line goes straight across the top. A lowercase t, it goes right across the middle. It looks a little bit like a plus sign, doesn't it? So here is our big T, little t. And over here, I'm going to show you how to make a T. We're not doing the handwriting page today, but I'm still going to show you. This is numbered. I love the numbers, but sometimes they're confusing to kids. So sometimes you'll find handwriting sheets with the numbers on there, but it just says to make this line first. So I'm going to start at the top. I like a dot. Okay, I'm going to make a straight line down, and then I hop like a frog. I don't go down up because I can get a loop, and then I'm going to go straight line across the top. Okay, and then a lowercase t, I go straight down like I'm making an L or a number 1, and then I find the middle and I go straight across. Now if this was lined paper, you would have a line at the top, a line at the bottom, and a line in the middle. And I'm going to start showing you that now because that's your handwriting pages do have a line at the top, a line at the bottom, and a dotted line in the middle, and that's there to guide you. So we're going to make them here. Straight on the top, whoops, straight from the top to the bottom, I should have said, and then a straight line down like the number 1 and right across the middle. Okay, now let's just work on the sound of T. You guys know that T is for Timothy Tiger, and T says t, t, t. I have a tiger here, but this is not Timothy Tiger. This is a real tiger. Okay, they might have taken that picture from a tiger in the jungle or maybe at the zoo or a wild animal park. You can see how you spell tiger. T, t, I, g, g, E-R is tiger. That's how you write it. Okay, the next one is turtle. I like these pictures because these are real. These are real photographs. That's not just a drawing of a turtle. That's a real photograph of a turtle. Here's how you spell it. T. Now the U usually says but in this word, there's an R next to it, so it's T, T, O, and you don't hear the E, it's silent. Turtle. Here's a cute little turtle. Here is, see if you guys know what this is. It's okay, I hope you didn't say apple. Now it sort of looks like an apple, but an apple would have a stem and 2 little green leaves. This is, you can tell this came off of a vine, and it is a tomato. Tomato. Oh, now don't get tricked on this one. I want you to look at everything. I see a hammer. I see some pliers, and I see a screwdriver. Okay, but hammer doesn't start with a T. Okay, pliers doesn't start with a T, neither does screwdriver. You have to look at all of them. What are they all called? T, t, t. Tools. Okay, let's go over those again. All right, we got the first one was t, t, tiger, t, t, turtle, t, t, tomato, and t, t, tools. And then here's our cute little poem. Let me read it to you first. It goes, tickle Timmy's tummy. This must be Timmy, right? The little baby. Tickle Timmy's tummy and the tip of Timmy's nose. And then we make our T sound. T, t, t. Tickle 10 toes. So this looks like grandma or babysitter or mommy. I think it's grandma though. Okay, and she's tickling her little grandbaby's toes right there. You can see all 10 toes. Oh, and I see a teddy bear right here. Okay, so let's do this. Tickle Timmy's tummy. Now you say it. Tickle Timmy's tummy. I'm gonna go a little bit closer. I know there's a glare because there's plastic here. And the tip of Timmy's nose, and the tip of Timmy's nose. Now make the T sound. T, t, t. Tickle 10 toes. Tickle 10 toes. Now, if we were in the classroom, I would give this marker to our helper of the day, and they would come up and say, ooh, I see a big T, capital T. Here's another one. Here's a lowercase t. There's not one in the word and, but there's one in the word the. And tip and Timmy. Now we're going to circle all of these. T, t, t. Down at the bottom, tickle, 10 toes. And then let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It seems like a lot of these have 12. Let me circle it. All right, and we just learned all about the letter T. Okay, now I'm going to sit down and move my camera over here. I like to do these lessons from school because then I don't have to take that big pocket chart home. I can just leave that stuff here because I already have so much stuff at home you would not believe it. Yeah, I bet you would. Okay, so let's move it down and we're gonna do our Alphachant. So the Alphachant is kind of a poem, kind of a rhyme, almost like a little rap. So that's why they call it a chant. It's kind of like a rap. All right, Alphachant for the letter T. I can touch this T and it's sort of bumpy, so it's tactile. You can feel it when you touch it. And here's a cute little tiger with a teapot. And we're gonna open up the book. And the first page I open to is the title page. I bet you guys guessed that, right? Big T, little t, with another teapot. And remember the first few pages? It's kind of like a little dictionary. They're just giving us some words that start with T. What do you think this says? Use the picture for a clue. Table. I bet you got that. Okay, use the picture for a clue. Toast. Turn it around. Use the picture for a clue. Tiger. Now that looks like a baby tiger, so you might look at it and say, oh, that's a cub. That's a tiger cub. But the word is not cub, it's tiger. And then this one is turtle in a shell. Turtle. Hey, let's see what the Alphachant says. I bet they're going to use all these words. Oh, I remember this one from last year. It's really cute. Look at the little girl. If you look at the picture, she is playing. Those are not real dishes, are they? But I see some real toast on a plate, and I see some teacups in a teapot. What do you think she's doing? You think she might be having a tea party? I think so. Isn't that cute? So this is how you read this. I'll set the table for tea. Now, parents, we don't expect them to be able to read that. They will after we read it to them a couple of times. When we read it to them a few times, they should be able to remember a lot of these words, okay? So this is I'll set, you can sound that one out, the table for tea. I'll set the table for tea. Now, that first page might be hard. Now, the rest of them shouldn't be because we're going to look at our picture. Tea and toast for tiger. Tea and toast for tiger. She's having a tea party with her stuffed animals. How cute is that? Tea and toast for turtle. Now this is where it gets to be a pattern. So once they get used to that pattern, they should be able to look at the pictures and read. And just if you can try to get them to point to the words down here, even if they're not doing it perfectly right now, just knowing that they can go from left to right, there's spaces between the words, so you can practice that a few times. Tea and toast for turtle. And tea and toast for me. She's gonna have some tea and toast too, right? And the last page says, tea and toast for 3. Tea and toast for 3. Okay, how many people are having tea and toast? Well, 1 person and 2 animals. So 1, 2, 3. Tea and toast for 3. There's some good sight words in here that we have not learned yet, but the word and the word for. But later on when we introduce those sight words and your kids do this Alphachant, they have it in their book box, they can go back and read these books and go, oh, I know that word now. At first I was just doing it from memory, but now I know that word and I know that word for. Okay, and that is it. Okay, let's go ahead and just read it like this. I'll set the table for tea. Tea and toast for tiger. Tea and toast for turtle. And tea and toast for me. Tea and toast for 3. 3 people or animals are having tea and toast. Okay, I'm gonna walk over here and put the tripod at the table in the classroom, and I think it's going to be okay the way it is. All right, and I can't see it right now, can we? Here, that's okay. I'll do it here, And I have got my own pencil box here at school. If we come back to school, boys and girls, you guys can't seem to get that quite in there. Let's go like this. That's better. You guys will get your own pencil box or crayon box, because I know they're not going to want us to share things. So you guys will have your own set of crayons and your own pencils and your own scissors, and we'll disinfect everything so it's nice and clean. I'm going to put this here. So I want to show you, parents, inside of the workbook, the Nat Geo workbook, you have the page that looks like this. So you're going to have to pull this page. I think it's like that in the book, right? You have to pull it out. Now, only cut on the dotted line. I noticed last week that some people cut all the pages apart. You don't need to, because look, you just put, this is the front, and then the, hopefully I get this right. You can look at the numbers. Go like this, and then you fold it in the middle. Now, I have this nice fancy long stapler. I know a lot of people don't have one like that at their house. And if you don't, let's put this down so you guys can see, okay? This is nice because I can go right in the middle. A regular stapler will not go to the middle. So now I fold it, so you'll just have to staple, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just opens a little nicer with one of these staplers. Okay, you guys know what we're gonna do, don't you? First, you're gonna write your name. I'm gonna write Mrs. J on top. And I actually went and got a highlighter. So I went and found a yellow highlighter. I'm gonna use a highlighter and highlight my T's today, okay? So table starts with a T. Highlight, I can either underline it or I can just kind of color it in. Just the T though. I slipped a little bit, okay? And toast starts with T, okay? And tiger starts with T. So I'm tracing it, or you can underline, or you could do both. Table, toast, tiger, turtle. And then we read the alpha chant. I'll set the table for tea. Okay, set. That has a T at the end. Set. The has a T. Table has a T. And tea has a T. I'm kind of thinking the circle works better because the highlighter is so big. It's up to you, okay? It's just really for fun and looking for T's. Tea and toast for tiger. I might just circle it with my highlighter. That works better. Toast. Hey, guess what? Listen to toast. Toast. I hear two T's. One at the beginning, one at the end, and then tiger starts with a capital T, because that's his name, I think. All right, tea and toast for turtle. So I'm gonna circle the T and toast, and turtle, and tea and toast for me. On this page there were only two, tea, toast, and on the last page, tea and toast for 3. So I want you to go through and highlight that, and then boys and girls, I want you to put it in your book box, okay? Put this in your book box with all your other books, and then please read those books whenever you get a chance. If you ever have a day that you finish early and say, hey, I need some more work to do, get out your book box and read your books. You don't have to read them all. You might read 2 or 3, and the next day you read a few more. Maybe you wait and read them before bed, okay? Books before bed is the best thing. Now, I'm also going to really quickly, I think we can go ahead and do 2 because that didn't take very long. Now, this one says to cut the pictures apart. I think it does. I don't have my glasses. It says name them. I honestly can't see that because I don't have my glasses on. But usually when there's dotted lines, they want you to cut them apart. I don't want you to. Let's just color the ones, circle the ones that start with T, and then you can go back and color them. So how about table? I hear T. Okay, how about tape? Yes, I hear T. How about sun? No, we know that's S because we just did S. How about tire? Yes, tire starts with a T. How about turtle? Turtle starts with a T. The next one is tiger. Do you hear a T in tiger? I do. How about mitt? No, that's an M. We did M the first week. Now I know, well, you can go either way. This is a toy. Does toy start with T? Yes, but it's also called a spinny top. I showed you guys that in a picture. Watch, you spin it up, you pump it up, you let it go, and it spins around. Okay, so what about top? Yes, or if you just call it a toy. And we're done. That was an easy page. Now, if you want to go back and color them, I would say coloring is optional on that page. So we did 2 pages. We did this workbook page. It has a number 11 down at the bottom. And we did this little Alpha Chant little book. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.